What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new segment in the Machine Gaming channel, and it is entitled Inside PC Gaming. And basically this is going to be a weekly or daily video montage of news that is going on inside PC Gaming. If it's kind of a slow week, it'll just be kind of one big video kind of explaining what's going on, and if there's some hot off the press information, it'll come out that day. Why not console? Well, I don't really play Xbox or PS3 that much. I do have an Xbox 360, but it only really comes off the shelf when I have, a group of friends coming over and we'll bust out some Madden and whatnot. So, jumping right into it here, today in World of Warcraft news, MMO Champion reports the 4.3 weapon models for the new instance, the Deathwing. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are repetitive. This two-handed axe, for instance, very similar to the one that drops off Shanx in Firelands. Some of the other ones, they did a good job on. Could they have done better? Sure. I mean, with the millions of dollars that, Blizzard makes, you'd think they'd be able to put it into the creative art department to come up with some unique, new, fresh ideas and models that don't look like things that have come out earlier in the game or, too much like Firelands gear. But what are you going to do? The next thing we got here is the legendary dagger. The pictures have been released for that. It's pretty cool. I don't really know if it's as high end as some of the other legendaries I've seen in the game, but it's definitely holding its own there. Further down, I know the tier 13 armor sets have been out for a while. They kind of started releasing them one by one, but I just wanted to talk about them for a moment. It seems that on the PvE side of things, the tier 13 armor is looking very superhero-ish this season. Or I should say this patch, rather. Not talking about PvP here. The Paladin, for instance, looks like Birdman. And then you've got the Rogue down here, looking like Batman. I'm not saying I don't like them. They got some detail in them this time around. The Warrior armor looks very cool to me. I wish they would do like the blue color. Kind of played out on all this fire stuff that's going on. So, I don't know, maybe they'll make that like the heroic version. We'll see. In the more 4.3 news, an interesting topic, the inactive guild leader replacement program. This has been something that has happened to me personally, and it is very frustrating. Basically what they're going to do is if you're the guild leader and you're inactive for 30 days, a notification is going to appear in the news and events area of the guild tab. So when you go there, basically what it'll do is you can qualify for the guild leader position if you were the most active person with the highest guild ranking within that previous week. I don't know how I feel about this entirely. I don't really think it should be done the most active person. I think more or less it should be maybe the most, the top 10 most active people or the top 5 most active people, and then the rest of the guild can vote on this. Because what if you're the most active person and then but you're like the biggest prick in the guild? And that's why I said it should kind of be to discretion. What if there's a person that's not as active but would be a lot better leader? Just because you're active and you're good at the game doesn't mean that you're a good leader person. And, that's obviously the guild master title, so it should be someone that's a good leader. Moving forward here, I wanted to go over the Season 11 armor sets, that preview that MMO Champion has as well. Just one thing that I noticed right off the bat, as you look at these, like you look at the Death Knight here, I mean, it's halfway decent. It's all right, but it's really plain. Look at the hunter here. Kind of same thing, very very plain. But then one thing that caught my eye: look at the paladin. What the fuck? I mean, this guy is detailed from top to bottom. Whoever is doing the art for the paladin, I mean, even look at this alternate set down here. Whoever's doing the art for the paladin, yeah, they should be in charge of like all art. Because they've obviously put some time and some detail and knowledge into this set, and it shows. And I really wish that there was more. I mean, I'm biased to the warrior, but I'll tell you right now, look at the warrior gear. It's very plain compared to the paladin. I'm very disappointed. You'd think that they'd actually put some time and effort into this shit instead of just slapping it together. They also released the 5-man dungeon loot preview. Which you can go ahead and take a look at. It's pretty good shit. And moving forward onto the Star Wars: The Old Republic Release date December 20th, and for people that pre-ordered, December 15th or 16th. So you're going to get almost a week jump on everyone else. As you saw in my video where I gave you my initial thoughts about the game being in the beta test, I brought up that I was giving it 2 thumbs up, and I definitely am. I encourage everyone to check this game out. It's going to definitely be industry changing. It's a lot of fun. They also released this Galaxy Map here that you can kind of click on. It opens up, 3D menus for that area, and it also shows like a preview video so you can see, the environments and the direction that they're going in from an art and environment standpoint. So I'd definitely check it out if I were you guys. And Rift, the 1.5 Ashes of History is now live, the new update. I've been playing Rift lately. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Some of the highlights from this patch was the planar attunement, and basically you can advance beyond level 50 with this attunement. So it's gonna, it takes a lot of time to do. It's not an overnight thing. It lets you advance your character even further. There's also the Chronicles that have come out, which are going to be, dungeons and things that also carry you towards your attunement. There's more story in it. It's supposed to be really fun. I've also got the add-ons beta, which is pretty huge. They're getting into the add-ons in Rift. I don't know how I feel about this either. I mean, I feel that add-ons that allow you to change the look and feel of your interface, fine. But sometimes there's add-ons that give people and players an unnecessary edge. I've experienced that in WoW. Healers Must Die, for instance, is an add-on where if you install it, it points out to you right away in Battlegrounds and an arena who the healer is, puts a little icon over their head, and you can just go right for them. Would you find that eventually, or just by kind of looking yourself? Sure, but if you're 10 feet away, 20 feet away, and you're seeing this, you can kind of target a little bit quicker. It gives you a little more of an edge. So, like I said, things that are interface-based, I totally agree with, but things that, give you more of an edge, I don't know, because if that's necessarily fair, because if someone else doesn't know about it, then they're kind of screwed. So definitely be keeping you updated on new information that's coming out with Rift. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. I encourage people to check it out. I don't know if it's still $7.99 on Steam, but it's been only $7.99 on Steam for like the last week. So I mean, I was one of the people that paid $50 for it. I would definitely check it out if I were you for $8. Guild Wars 2, they released some videos here. Total Biscuit kind of reported. I definitely encourage you to check these out. I'll have them in the description, the links, pretty much for all news. They'll always be in the description. These videos show a lot of the combat, the art direction. They're definitely going a little more anime, I think, than whereas Star Wars, a little more realistic. So, it's definitely worth a watch. I'm definitely going to be looking at playing this game as well. I'd like to get into the beta. We'll see what happens. But, it looks like an interesting game, and there's a lot of aspects to it. So, I'll be keeping you guys updated as news comes out with Guild Wars 2. The website DiabloFans.com is doing a beta contest to basically give away a Diablo 3 beta key. And all you have to do is, if you see the screenshot here, they want you to put a caption on it. Whoever has the best caption, they get a beta key. I personally didn't get into the Diablo 3 beta, which kind of bummed me out, but I did get into Star Wars. You win some, you lose some. What are you going to do? But I definitely encourage anyone that's interested in getting a beta key and getting into that Diablo 3 beta, which is very exciting, to go over here and give it your best shot. Good luck, and I hope one of the people watching this video get a key. Just some fun news here. BioWare is reported from IGN to be saying that their next MMO that they're considering is Mass Effect. They basically said once Old Republic is done, they're going to take a fresh look at the market and see what happens after they release some of the other single-player games that they have coming out soon. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, BioWare, they've always been known to be the single RPG guru of the industry, I feel, as of late. I mean, for the longest time, you had Squaresoft putting out game after game after game, and they're all amazing. They still do a very good job, but then you look at BioWare, they kind of were like the new age RPG makers that came out with great titles. I mean, you got Mass Effect, you've got Dragon Age Origins. These are big name games. That being said, do these titles need to have MMO? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, Mass Effect, even though the story is different, it's a futuristic space game. Why would you want to do that when you already have a futuristic space MMO in Star Wars? BioWare, I think you need to take a step back and do some thinking on this. Star Wars isn't out yet. You have learned how to make an MMO, but you don't know how to maintain one, how to control a player base. There's a lot of things that I think BioWare still needs to learn before they start talking about any MMOs they're going to release in the future. And some of these games, like a Mass Effect or Dragon Age Origins, the stories are so good, they could be like Final Fantasy, and you could make 10 to 13 titles off of them. So let's relax here and take a step back, BioWare. I think you got some thinking to do, and yeah, chill out, chill out. IGN also has a pretty cool thread here, little story, 10 best Minecraft videos. I haven't played Minecraft personally, but I watched a lot of the videos and the playthroughs. I get into it. I think it's pretty neat. They got a Simpsons one. They've got a Hogwarts Castle, Zelda Ocarina of Time. I mean, definitely check these out. These are really neat, and they brought me some entertainment, so I want to share them with you. Last but not least, we've got Battlefield 3, October 25th, 2011 is the release date. Game looks sweet. The footage looks sweet. I have a couple friends that are in beta right now, and they've given me mixed reviews. People that I trust a lot with their reviews are kind of like, I don't know. You might like Modern Warfare 3 better. I'm personally more of a Modern Warfare or Call of Duty title player. I don't think I'm going to buy Battlefield 3 right off the rip. We'll see what happens. I'd like to get my hands on it first. Looking up at my cupboard, I've bought a lot of games that I only ended up playing for a week, and I'm sick of dropping $50, $60 on games that do not deliver. So I'm very, very, very skeptical, and I'd like to get in as many betas as I can before I make a decision. But nonetheless, this is going to be a huge release. This is huge for PC gaming. We'll have to see what it does, and how it does, more importantly. So like I said, this is going to be something that's going to come out either weekly or daily if it's a groundbreaking discovery in games. I hope you enjoyed the first episode, and because I know I enjoyed reporting the news and making the video. So definitely stay tuned for more of these. Inside PC Gaming, signing out.